we're going to talk about the upcoming full moon in Libra happening on April 1st.
April Fool's Day.
Yeah, so don't
be a fool.
Yeah, don't take this full moon foolishly, because it is an important one for our self-development.
Hello, astrology enthusiasts.
Hello, astrology enthusiasts. Welcome to Moon Signs
And storylines.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Kimberly.
When we're looking at a full moon, we're looking at exposing that emotional truth that's kind of happening during this season. So right now we're in Aries season. It's very passionate. It's very instinctual. It's very autonomous. Like you are your own leader. How do you feel about Aries?
Aries
season?
is about taking bold action. And we have two major planets in Aries that's helping us take some bold action, intuition. Like Neptune is in Aries and so is Saturn. So I really think about meaningful connections with bold, inspired action.
Yeah, I feel like when we're in Aries season, we're really on our life path. We're really like pushing our personal, like, enthusiasm almost forward, our personal passions forward. But in a full moon, there is a pull. The sun is in opposition to the moon, and our emotions are really like reflecting on those issues. And if we're emotionally stable enough to do the other part, do the opposite part.
Oh, the opposite part being what?
Libra.
Yes, the full moon in Libra, which is always about the other.
Always about the other. So this is when harmony and when feeling bliss and feeling tranquil and at peace is more important than yourself. So we want things to be pretty, we want things to be fair, and we want things to
be balanced.
Balanced, for sure, and be in relation with others. So it's opening up ourselves to include other perspectives. In a full moon, we're seeing if our personal story and our relationships are in harmony. Like if we can be ourselves around our loved ones and be heard and felt seen.
One of the things I like to say with this combination is, can I love you without losing myself?
Nice. Totally. And it is a great moon to feel if you are balanced in that. So if you don't know if you're balanced in that, this is a great time to sit with your feelings and feel if your relationships feel balanced.
And one of the things about Libra, I'm not saying that you're dishonest, but sometimes you're not honest enough because you're so worried about the other and their feelings. And I think that we're living in a world right now, or I think we're living in a time in the world where honesty is real important because we really want justice. We want balance in the world, and we want justice. And we can't do that without honesty. So Libra, we really need you
to not be afraid and speak up for yourself.
Because it's not kindness that matters right now. It's justice that matters. And that only happens with real, honest conversation. And in this full moon, that's going to help you.
It's going to help you. So when Kimberly says that Libras can be a little dishonest, it's a little bit of like this passive-aggressive energy to try to get your way without communicating with honest words what your way really is. So you're manipulating a situation to, think that you're doing it to help everyone, but in the sense you could lose yourself in that way, and then there's less honesty too. So
you're being nice.
Yeah. Truth is nice. Manipulation is not nice, no matter how you cut it.
However, society has taught us the opposite.
Yeah. So good thing that we're going to learn.
We're in season.
Yeah. And we're going to learn all the time through these full moons and these new moons in society, whatever they say, we'll take it with a grain of salt. But do know that we are conditioned to think that being nice is better than being honest with how you see things.
And you can do both. And that is a skill that you might need to learn. That might be a great skill during this full moon.
Yeah, so if you're starting to feel frustrated, if you're starting to feel anxious, if you're starting to feel like you can't express yourself without being mean at that time, take a step back, take that Libra air quality, sit with it, figure out how you could say what you need to say, but in a pleasant way where you're getting results instead of just causing friction. And a lot of times you could get, like, Aries gets frustrated quickly with, like, build up. And then the more manipulations around them, the more frustrated they're going to get, too.
When they realize it.
Yeah, totally. So this full moon can even expose whether you're getting manipulated or even if you're doing it unconsciously because society kind of taught us to go that way.
You know, and Aries likes to go for it, like go for the action. And Libra is really good to getting people to do what they want for them.
Yeah, they're both cardinal signs. So they're both go-getting.
Yeah, in different ways.
In different ways. Yeah, they say that Aries is very instinctual, figures out what the next step is right away, where Libra finds, like, balance in everything. So everything could be right. Everything could be a way to do it. Like, why is this one wrong? Why is this one right? So there's so many, like, possibilities with Libra, but Aries is like, let's do it, let's get it. So with that, this is a great moon if you feel indecisive or if you feel like you're jumping ahead too quickly, to sit with that and balance those instincts of decision right away or too much taking things in and too much deliberation.
And I want to say this, that the Pluto is in Aquarius right now, and it's asking for meaning, it's asking for justice, it's asking for truth.
Yeah, another air sign, so this will definitely help during this full moon. So we're really going to be thinking of how to kind of include everyone and to think deeper before our reaction. So we're not going to be reactive, we're going to be contemplative and trying to find that harmony with not losing ourselves.
Yeah, because, you know, the thing about it is I've been thinking about this. This is something I've been thinking about. Maybe you have too, I don't know. But, you know, Aries is like, wants to see something, wants to go for it. Libra wants to include everyone. And Pluto in Aquarius is like, what is good for the whole consciousness? You know, what's good for the collective? And it's not about you and me, it's about what's good for the collective. And we've been in such a whirlwind about what's good for me.
Yeah.
I.
With the Capricorn, that hierarchy, that like chain of command. Now it's
the collective. And so I think this full moon is really going to help us with the collective thought.
Yeah, definitely.
It rings a little bell.
And it includes you too. So it brings the collective into like how your life path is going, to include your wants and your dreams.
I think another thing that I'm trying to say that I just couldn't find the words, but I think I have the words now, is that Aries and Libra are very personal, where Aquarius is not. And so it takes a little bit of that personal out to see what is good for everyone. Yeah. It's about justice.
Yeah, and here we can find the personal part to include it in the collective.
In the collective, yeah.
Well, let's get into the chart.
Yeah, let's see the juice.
So let's just first talk about the aspects to the moon.
Okay.
Because there is a square to Jupiter in Cancer that I think we should highlight here.
Okay.
So when we have squares, we have conflict, we have to change, we have to adapt, or otherwise it will adapt for us. So when we have a cardinal square, we really want to put action into something, but we might not necessarily know how to do it, or the way we're doing it is getting pushed back, and we have to like sit back, feel that tension, and then grow from it too. Cancer in Jupiter, we have this grandiose of needing to have wisdom within our feelings, needing to have wisdom in the health of our family, the health of our loved ones, and to protect over them. So with this personal full moon and all these emotions coming out of harmony in ourselves, there's going to be a need for wisdom of our emotional intelligence and how we're treating our loved ones. Because there might be some friction right there.
Yeah, because it's a square between how we feel emotionally and what we think other people want.
Ooh, yeah. So we might be opposing too much of our emotions onto someone. So maybe it's time to ask, talk. Jupiter does have a great trine to Mercury right now, so that will help us. So this would be a great full moon if you are brave enough to sit down with your loved ones or someone close to you that you might have tension with, to talk about your emotions, to talk about your feelings in a way, and then to grow with each other instead of pushing someone back or just closing them off too.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so emotions are high and cardinal energy, proactive energy, is high. The lead-in planet, and
But I also want to say, be careful not to be so intense about our emotions, and Libra wants to protect. Libra will protect their emotions for peace.
Yeah.
And Cancer's like, oh no, let's go in.
You got to do it. You're proactive on your emotions.
So we don't want to go too far either way. We really are trying to strike the balance.
Yeah. So
because it's a square, so sometimes we have to rub against each other to smooth out that square.
And it's a square with Jupiter, so once we rub out that and you make that rock shiny, there is giant wisdom. There is great wisdom right there.
Like that.
Yeah, there's learning lessons of how to love in this full moon, which brings us to the leading planet
Venus
of the moon, Venus. And we know Venus is the planet of relationships and love and values. And this one's in Taurus, so it is rooted.
And it's also about money. And it's in Taurus, talking about money and luxury.
Yeah.
Venus loves being in Taurus, so it's domiciled in Taurus.
Yeah, I have an idea.
What?
If you have if you want to talk to someone that you love, take them out to fine dining. Do some Venus Taurus stuff. Take them, make them feel love, whip them off their feet, and just gift them with love and attention.
Because Venus in Taurus likes the luxury.
Definitely.
Likes the fine dining like you talked about. They love gifts, so gift giving.
Yeah, for sure.
What is there's some sensual.
Yeah.
Because Venus and Taurus is very sensual.
The five senses.
Sexy date.
Yeah, so taste, feel, smell, listen, beautiful music, all of it. And I really think once we sit down with that Venus in Taurus and Libra here, Libra moon, once we sit down and analyze it, analyze our five senses, we can really find how we love each one of the people that we love. You're like, oh, I love the way they sound. I love what they say to me. They bring out this. They share music with me, and you can really get in tune with what friend and what relationships brings out what senses in you too. So
love that. Love it.
It's going deep within love and relationships. There is a square from Venus to Pluto that Kimberly brought up. That's in an air sign in Aquarius, so it's harmonious during this Libra full moon, but it's in a fixed sign. And it's square to Venus in Taurus right now. So this is the third big square that we're dealing with in this full moon.
This one's a little bit more intense.
It's I want to say, since Venus is our values and power control might be a little bit rubbing up. So maybe loved ones have grown and have developed in ways where you don't recognize their values anymore, or you've grown and you want to share your values with people from the past or your family. There might be tension, but there is growth.
Growth is what this chart's about. Really, that's what life is about, is growth.
Yeah.
So we like the challenges.
Yeah, and
because it helps us grow.
And this is growth in our personal relationships.
Soul growth.
How we want to respect ourselves within the relationship, and then it brings a focus to community and that Pluto in Aquarius too, and growth within society.
Because I see Pluto as our soul. What does our soul want? And it being an Aquarius, it's about what's best for the whole, for the collective, what's best for everyone. And then with Venus squaring it, that wants, the good, finer things of life. There could be a rub there.
Yeah, there could be a rub there. Like maybe you feel, not deserve, but we could spend our money better than fine dining. And if you feel that way, maybe take your date to a charity event where you're helping the community. And then you can display your values to your loved one at the same time of feeling that you're contributing to that love of community that Pluto in Aquarius is asking us.
I think it's asking us to stay in meaningfulness. What is meaningful? Really, basically, what is meaningful?
Yeah, and that highlights the Aries sun. So what is meaningful to us that we can share with others too, and then make sure we're on the right path. Yeah. We have Mercury still in Pisces, moving fast. So here's just other aspects of the chart that are influencing. Moving fast, it's about to go over Mars, that's also in Pisces, and Mars is the leading planet of the sun. So we look at that too. So with that being in Pisces, there's a romance over this whole chart and this whole exposing our relationship emotions.
Excellent for full moon in Libra. Romance.
Yeah. Romance, Taurus energy, finer things in life, community orientated with these great squares for growth.
I think we're going to... Mercury's the trine to Jupiter.
Yes.
So we can just use a lot of love words.
Yeah.
They will work during this full moon.
Yeah, and I have an idea.
What?
If you're from the 90s or early 2000s, we used to make loved ones mixtapes and mix CDs. Wouldn't that be ideal to express yourself with music right now?
Especially since we have Mars and Mercury in Pisces.
Yes.
And then, Taurus loves music, the Venus in Taurus.
Yeah, one of the five senses.
Yeah. So, that would be excellent.
Yeah.
Now we do playlist.
Yeah, totally.
Make a playlist for your lover.
I got another idea, too.
Yeah.
Bathtub with bubbles and rose petals.
Ooh. Is her significant other listening?
We don't have a bathtub right now.
Oh, well.
I know.
I guess you have to rent a hotel.
Yeah, rent a hotel. Luxury. So that's our thoughts. Do you have any other thoughts on this full moon?
No, I think you did a great job in covering it. I like all the love stuff.
Yeah, me too. This is one of my hardest full moons. I don't really sit with my anger too well. So I'm really going to be paying attention to when I need to step away from myself before I make the situation worse. I have a lot of Aries in my chart.
She has a lot of Aries, and I have a Libra rising. So I want things to be pleasant and harmonious.
Yeah.
But I will step up, But I don't step up as much as Aries will step up. So for you, all of your pleasant, Libra people, this gives us an opportunity to... You have permission. You have a permission to slip, to step up and ask for what you need in a relationship.
Yeah, and to all you Aries people, it is okay to step away. Think of what you need to say in a more eloquent way where you're solving problems and not making more. So take that time to find the inner harmony before you put yourself out there.
Excellent. Yeah, do that.
We do have a website that has templates to help you figure out how you see the Aries, how you see the Libra full moon. And then part 2, we give a reference of, something in the world that helps tell the story a little bit better for novice astrologers and for astrology enthusiasts to play along. And then part 3, we give questions or a question to each one of the signs to go deeper into how you can ask yourself how to handle it in a more thoughtful Libra moon kind of way.
Yeah, and I encourage you to check out that website and do that introspective work.
It's fun. It'll be up for every new moon and full moon, and it's just a little template to help you look at the chart and see how the chart develops and go deeper and deeper with it. So pretty fun tool.
You can go as deep as you want. That's the cool part about it, you know. But I think, check it out.
Check it out. www.moonsignsandStorylines.com. And they'll have charts up there of the upcoming charts too. So go to our website. Subscribe, like,
yes, if you
share.
like this video, please share the video so we can get our channel to move out. And
remember,
today is a new day with a new opportunity to make this world a better place. Thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes.
To Astrology.